Look around. Skyscrapers, music, language, art. All of it comes from the 3-pound universe inside your skull, your brain. The human brain is the most complex object we know, letting us create and understand in ways no other animal can. Elephants and whales have bigger brains, but don't build civilizations. The secret isn't just size, it's how our brains are wired and grow. Our DNA is nearly identical to a chimpanzee's, but a tiny genetic change makes us human. It all starts with a tiny switch in our DNA. Last year, scientists found a breakthrough, a genetic master switch called HACNS1. Unlike a gene that builds something new, HACNS1 is a regulatory element, a conductor guiding the orchestra of our genes. This switch doesn't add new parts, but changes how and when our brain develops. HACNS1 is most active during early brain development, flipping on a cascade of genes unique to humans. Its main job? Keeping brainstem cells dividing longer, giving us more neurons, especially in the cerebral cortex. Imagine two workers. The chimp stops building after 8 hours, the human keeps going for 12. The result? A much bigger, more capable brain. This tiny change in our DNA had massive consequences, setting us apart from our primate cousins. It's not a total rewrite, but a crucial edit that changed the story of our evolution. HACNS1 is the director's note. Make this brain bigger, more connected, more creative. That's why you can read, wonder, and imagine. One small switch, one giant leap for our minds. More neurons are just the start. The human brain has 86 billion of them, but it's the connections that matter. Each neuron links to thousands of others, creating a network more complex than anything else in the universe. HACNS1 doesn't just give us more neurons, it helps wire them into intricate, powerful networks. Think of a small-town social web versus a global metropolis. Our brains are the metropolis. Childhood is when this wiring explodes. Millions of new connections form every second. Our long childhood gives us time to learn, adapt, and let culture and experience shape our brains. This is why every human brain is unique. These dense networks allow us to think abstractly, remember, plan, and create. It's not one brain part, but the symphony of billions of neurons working together. All of it in part thanks to that ancient genetic switch. Our brains are not just bigger, they're wired for imagination and complexity. That's the real secret behind our genius. Place a human brain next to a chimpanzee's. They look similar, but the differences are profound. Our brain is 3 times heavier, mostly due to an expanded cerebral cortex, the seat of thought, language, and planning. Chimps use sticks as tools. We imagine spears, pencils, and symphonies. We can plan for the future, reflect on the past, and invent new worlds in our minds. The density of our brain's connections is on another level, like a superhighway compared to a country road. HACNS1 and similar switches let our neurons branch out, creating richer networks for information. This is why a human child can master thousands of words and complex grammar by age 5, while a chimp learns only a few symbols. Our brains aren't just better, they're fundamentally different in how they're built and connected. That tiny genetic tweak millions of years ago set us on a path to build civilizations, art, and science. The chimp brain is adapted to its world. The human brain is built to change the world. Our superpower is not just intelligence, but the ability to imagine, connect, and create. That's the legacy of our unique brain wiring. And it all started with a single genetic switch. Discovering HACNS1 isn't just about our past, it could shape our future. Understanding these genetic switches could revolutionize treatments for brain disorders like autism and schizophrenia by helping us guide brain development. It could transform education, keeping our brains open to learning and creativity throughout life. Imagine learning a new language at 60 as easily as at 6. But with this power come big questions. Should we enhance our brains further? What does it mean to be human if we can rewrite our own minds? For now, HACNS1 reminds us how a tiny change can have monumental effects. Our brains are the product of millions of years of evolution, an intricate web of connections that makes us who we are. We're just beginning to read our own instruction manual. The real question, if one switch brought us this far, what else are we capable of? The future of the human mind is just beginning to unfold.